Israel pays out use of desert detention camp after CNN investigation detailing abuses. A leaked photograph of the enclosure where detainees in gray tracksuit are seen, blindfolded and sitting on paper-thin mattresses. CNN was able to uh, geolocate the hangar in a Sheed Taiman facility. Jerusalem, CNN. Israel has transferred hundreds of Palestinian detainees out of the shadowy detention facility of Shedeh Taiman in Israel's Negev Desert. A state authority told Israel's Supreme Court on Wednesday during the first ever hearing about the facility where prisoners from Gaza have allegedly been held under conditions of extreme abuse. State Attorney Anel Heyman told the court that 700 inmates had been moved to Ofer military facility in the occupied West Bank, with another 500 set to be transferred in the weeks to come. Around 200 detainees will remain in the Sde Taiman, said Hellman, who added that the state would provide an update on their status within 3 days. The hearing comes in response to the petition by the Association for Civil Rights in Israel and other human rights groups, which drew heavily on CNN reporting about the makeshift prison to make a case for it to be shut down. During a tense exchange, one of the Supreme Court justices, Judge Barak Erez, pressed the state legal team on the legality of the way the facility was being run. The question is whether or not the Israel law for the imprisonment of unlawful combatant applies or not. That you did not answer, said Erez. Abeer Segar, attorney representing the right-wing Israeli legal organization Shulat Hadin, which had asked to join the procedures, said the hearing was based on the newspaper rumors. The court should be worried about the setting of the hearing and even asking for the response to petitions based on the newspaper rumors, said Segar. CNN's investigation, in which Israeli whistleblowers as well as Palestinian former detainees and eyewitnesses described the horrific conditions at a facility, including continuous blindfolding and handcuffing, sparked the international outcry. The White House called the allegations detailed in CNN's report deeply concerning and said it was reaching out to Israeli officials for answers. Germany's Foreign Office condemned the reported practices and said it was campaigning for the international commit of the Red Cross to across the camp and other prisons. In the wake of CNN's investigation, United Nations Special Rapporteur for Torture and Unlawful Combatant Alice Jill Edwards called it for Israel to investigate the allegations of torture and mistreatment of detained Palestinians. Last week, the Israel Defense Forces Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Herzi Halevi, said the military launches the probe into the allegations of mistreatment as they see Taiman, as well as at Anatot and Ofer, two other military detention camps for Palestinians from Gaza. The committee tasked with examining the conditions of the Palestinian detainees from Gaza is set to submit its recommendations to Halevi this month. They cannot keep holding people there, not even for a short while. Not even only 200, and not even 1 week. ACRI's attorney Ronnie Pelly told CNN after the hearing. Since the start of the war on October 7th, 36 prisoners held in military detention camps have died, according to the IDF spokesperson office. The dead included prisoners with previous illnesses or injuries caused to them as a result of the ongoing hostilities, the statement said. In accordance with the law and IDF detectives, in each case of death of detainee in an IDF detention facility, a criminal investigation is opened by the military police, the statement added. On May 10th, CNN released an investigation into Statement, a military base in the Negev Desert, which has doubled as a detention center for Palestinians detained over the course of Israel's war in Gaza, which was launched after the October 7 Hamas-led attack on Israel. The 3 Israeli whistleblowers told CNN that Palestinian detainees in the facility were constantly blindfolded and held under extreme physical restraint. Doctors sometimes amputated prisoners' limbs due to injuries sustained from continuous handcuffing. One whistleblower said the account tallied with the details of the letter authored by the doctor working at Statement published by Haaretz in April. According to the account, the campus some 18 miles from the Gaza frontier is split into 2 parts, enclosures holding scores of detainees from Gaza and the field hospital where wounded detainees are blindfolded, strapped to their beds, wearing diapers and fed through straws. In a May 20 response to the petition led by the rights group Public Commit Against Torture in Israel, the Israeli government said it is set to reduce the number of inmates held in military facilities in general and the facility of Statement in particular, with the detention that this facility will be used as the reception, interrogation, and the initial sorting facility for the keeping prisoners for short periods only. Responding to CNN's request for comment on all the allegations made in its May 10th report, the Israeli military, known as the Israel Defense Forces, said in a statement that IDF ensures that proper conduct towards the detainees in custody. Any allegation of misconduct by the IDF soldiers is examined and dealt with accordingly. In appropriate cases, MPCID, Military Police Criminal Investigations Division investigations are opened when there is a suspicion of misconduct justifying such action. Detainees are handcuffed based on their risk level and health status. Incidents of unlawful handcuffing are not known to the authorities. The IDF did not directly deny accounts of people being stripped of their clothing or held in diapers. Instead, the Israeli military said that the detainees are given back their clothing once the IDF has determined that they pose no security risk. CNN's Ami Kaufman contributed to this report. Correction: the previous version of this story misidentified Avi Segal's position. Segal is an attorney for the Israeli legal organization Shrout Hadin.